Hey guys, what's up? Tim Avery here with Visual Testaments, cooking with Tim tonight, and we're gonna do something a little bit different tonight. We're actually going to be juicing. We're going to be juicing. And the reason why we're doing juicing tonight, because actually I put out a challenge with our group, our Healthy Brady Bunch group, or in the last couple weeks, and put out the challenge that we would do fruits and vegetables for 3, 7, or 14 days, and they can choose their own. So we're doing 14 days. And so this actually is the day one of our juice, not just juicing challenge, just fruits and vegetables. So it wasn't like they had to do juicing. It was they had to eat fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that. And also I think we're allowing like nuts in some of our shakes and things like that. But however, we like juicing, and we thought, you know what, maybe because I can't cook anything that's really, going to be make sense. I mean, there's tons of things, fresh vegetables you can cook, like tons of vegetables, but because we do a lot of juicing, we just figured that juicing would probably be a better and more interesting video to do today. So hope you love juicing, or if you've never thought to do juicing, this would be the right video for you to watch, because my wife, Donna, who will be joining us here in a minute, is going to be showing us how exactly she puts together great concoctions, great tasting juices, because some of you may think of juicing like, oh, I can't drink a beet and carrot juice. I can't do that. V8s were never my thing. And trust me, V8s were never my thing either, just to let you know. Me and V8s, we never went back. Never, ever. I think I drank like one in maybe two in my life, unless it was a V8 Splash. It had tons of sweet fruits in it. But yeah, anyway. Donna, she's a master juicer. That's what I'm labeling her. She's been certified in my book to be a master juicer, because the juices that she makes, they have great taste to them, loaded with vegetables. She somehow masters with cutting the taste to make it taste delicious. So here she is, without further ado. She's going to be showing us how to do juicing and making them palatable to where they're great tasting and refreshing. So we're going to be doing that right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do we got first? So you want to take a tour of what we've been doing? We've got our laptop set up, so it's going to be kind of hard to kind of show you everything. But
first, I want to just kind of give you some tips to get started. So I always recommend grabbing a ton of kitchen towels. Okay, kitchen towels are going to be your friend during this time, as well as bags that you
get from Walmart. Don't know what to do with them.
And Publix and everywhere in Target, and you're just like, what do I do with these? Juicing is what you do with those. So we already have, as you'll see here, the juicer set up.
And what's your favorite juicer that you always recommend?
Breville.
Breville's a good one.
Every juicer I've had, except for one, which I actually even got at Walmart. It was not obviously a Breville, but it was a wide mouth. I always recommend a really good motor and a wide mouth. Okay. So
wide mouth, not like this wide mouth.
Like, who has time for smaller things and cutting everything up because it's already frustrating enough. But I also recommend your mason jars, and if you go on Amazon, these lids. And actually, Target has these lids as well.
A pack of 4, don't they? Something like that.
I think more.
Why? Okay, so tell them why it's important to juice and put them in mason jars. Why is that important? Like, what have you found that was good?
Yeah, so I love putting them in mason jars because it's way easier to last for a lot longer time, obviously.
So you do like a bunch of juices at one time? So
right. Right. So especially for the family, if you're going to be drinking juice along with people in your household, which obviously this guy can put away some juice.
Well, if you make some good, you're going to be gotten.
Yes. And so if you've been to a local juice place, then you know they're not cheap. So a couple of things that I do, for example, is I love my Costco membership. And if you're a Costco member, you understand why. You can get tons of carrots for like $5. You can get tons of celery for $5. Those are 2 no-brainers. You're going to always see carrots and celery. I also go to here, Lidl, however you want to say that.
Lidl.
And get Granny Smith apples bags, which we have already pre-cut.
Okay. Although they would have fit in my mouth, it's just some of them are just a little too big, and then so we just slice them just to make them easier. So.
Right, and so we cut them all up, and then all the celery we have ready. So the celery, the carrots, and I actually have some stuff from my own garden. I would love to say these beets are from my garden, but they will be
from
eventually.
the garden of Lidl.
Yeah. And I actually get smaller ones. I don't get the huge ones because they are way harder to cut. But the cucumbers are from my garden. So I have several of those that I'm going to be juicing as well. And I love to juice cucumbers.
Yeah. Okay. So talk to them about, okay, so what's our concoction for today? What are we juicing for today? Like, what's your blend of fruits and vegetables today?
The blend today is a couple of different things. I usually do, which we have Valencia oranges, a whole pack of those. We make sure that we cut everything off so it's not bitter. Just the heart of the orange. And I usually do just one mason jar of the orange juice.
Now, what do we find out about the oranges? Like we peel them. We don't do the whole orange. Is that really makes? Did you just say that?
I totally just did. Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, we peel our oranges, and so that we don't get the rind. Because if you juice the whole orange with the rind on there, it's gonna have a nice bitter taste, and you don't want that. You want that nice sweet juice, orange juice taste that you might get from the grocery store. So,
yeah. So we obviously do that. And we also do a mason jar of just apple juice. Okay. A lot of times that's simply because he loves apple juice. I love apple juice.
I love orange
juice. Who doesn't love orange juice?
I love eating apples.
Obviously, even with us, like we usually don't drink a lot of orange juice just because of the high sugar, natural sugar content at one time.
Yes.
But we do like to have that as well as an option for breakfast. And then the apple juice can be used to kind of mix throughout the week with the stuff that I'm going to show you, especially if you're starting out new and you're like, oh, I just can't do beets. I just can't do celery. I just can't. You can with apple juice in a mason jar separate, because then you can mix it until you find your concoction that you like to start off with.
So I will say this, that some of the reasons why it's good to juice, it helps your body take a break from like having to break down foods. And when you juice, you're just supercharging your body with kind of the vitamins and nutrients and minerals by just juicing everything, because it eliminates a lot of calories and intakes and things like that your body doesn't really need on other levels. So it's good to juice your body, juice your body, don't juice your body, juice for your body, so that way don't juice your body. But yeah, you want to juice for your body because it gives your body a nice break. But like I said, it gives your body with tons of vitamins and nutrients and things like that your body needs from these fruits and vegetables. So that's, I would say, juice on a regular basis. I would say do that once a month at least for a couple of days.
Yes.
Just give your body a break. Just juice.
And now we've had people ask, can we juice? Can I still take my supplements with juicing? Absolutely. Yeah. Can I still eat with regular food with juicing? Absolutely. Juicing is just that. It's just a extracted form, purest form of your vegetable and fruit intake, which is way better, like Tim said, because also your stomach's not having to do this to chew up all that food. People get itis where they're like exhausted, and who wants that? Because then they're falling asleep at work and whatnot, and nobody likes that.
Nobody likes that. Anyway, so let's get started.
Yeah, so I highly recommend juicing, even if you're doing, Weight Watchers, your supplements, even if you're just add juicing in as extra snack, midday snacks and stuff like that.
Yes.
Way better energy, as you said.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to get started, and what I'm going to do is show you, for one, you know that we do apples purely, but I'm going to do celery and carrots, because I usually like to do that one in its own mason jar first.
Is there any method to your madness when it comes to the order of fruits, vegetables, or as you go, you know what, I want a little of this, a little bit of that. Does it make a difference? Is there any of that you kind of think through as you're making your juicing?
Well, because we've been doing it so long, I will say that we try and do it like this, all at one time. We prepare everything, meaning cut, clean, everything all at one time. Have this thing ready and really be able to have all the mason jars lined up. And sometimes we even over pour, and we're like, we need our shaker bottles. We use whatever we can. If we've got some already in the fridge and whatnot. Really being able to, if it was just me and Tim, for example, I usually do like a green apple, maybe 2 green apples, to whole celery, to almost a whole bag of carrots, and a ton of spinach. This time I have the beets. This time I also have cucumber. I always at least add 1 cucumber. And I'm also going to be doing power greens, which are the baby chard, spinach, and kale. So you'll see me add this in chunks to it as well.
Fired up now. You do have a reveal. There's actually different settings for the toughness of the fruit. If you will, how hard. Like this is a hard fruit. You know, grapes and things like that are not really hard. So you have different settings for the different textures. So this can allow. Hit the notification bell and go live again.
And also, because I know it's loud, I'm going to show you when we do the carrots. Needless to say, I highly recommend as families you have the kids be involved with helping you carefully prepare everything, maybe just for safety's sake, wash all the stuff so they can be a part of this, because you don't just want to do it without them. You want them to watch you and learn that this is a natural every week thing. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the carrots. I can feel some resistance on this one, so I don't want to press too hard, especially to be kind to the motor. So I'm going to let it motor down.
Let it motor down.
Unplug. Always, as a safety feature.
Safety first.
Just check it out and see what's going on in there. Nope, got it. Carefully put it back in. Lock it.
No, I think we're just going to jam in there.
Yeah.
What? Unjam it. See, she's got them jammed in there.
So while he's doing that, one of the things too that I was going to say is that when I mix them in there, I usually try and have one that's our concoction. You're going to find your favorite. And so that's usually a couple of apples, a cucumber, celery, carrot, several celery, several carrots, and that's it. Sometimes it's the spinach added to all that as well. So imagine eating all that. You know, a lot of times you're probably like, I do not like XYZ celery, blah, 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 blah. But imagine juicing that and being able to drink it. It's the same. You're getting all the same more in its purest form. So since nobody has time to eat all that, who has time to eat all that? Ain't nobody has time to eat all that.
But you can drink all that. You can drink it all.
Sure. So,
That make it taste more better. Oh, celery. Where do you usually stop when it comes to making your? You got a lot of froth. Got a lot of froth about that.
Because of that froth, I'm actually going to stop there, pour it into a mason jar, and keep going, knocking all of this out.
You're gonna give me some first right now.
He's gonna taste it right now for you. Put a drink jar, and like I said at the start, in case you missed it.
I love the Breville's because it has a little froth guard so that when you pour, it doesn't really.
You're going to love your kitchen towels during this process.
Ooh, there it is. Down the hatch it goes. Who's ready for this? Now this is celery, apples, carrots, and that's it. Yeah. You didn't put any beets in this yet.
Not yet.
No beets in this yet. So this is carrots, celery, and apple. Okay. It's good, actually. It's not that bad. It's got a nice taste. You can taste the carrot, and you can taste the celery, and you can taste the apple. It's what I'm saying, because some people are like, ooh, what does that taste like? It's not like a V8 at all, because it's like Donna has mastered this. And mastered this taste where it's like, and she just kind of flows with it now because she's been doing this for so long. But this is actually pretty good. So I'm going to get this down the hatch.
What does it taste like that, though? What's probably the strongest taste and then the second strongest that you're getting out of it?
I would say it's actually a pretty even blend because you can taste a little bit of everything in there. All three of those fruits and vegetables because you got apples.
Does it make you gag?
No, it doesn't. Okay. No, it doesn't want to make me want to gag.
It's actually thirst quenching, is it not? It
really is. It's actually pretty good. So I'm going to drink this all now.
So there's one jar. And I closed it up, and that's going to go in the fridge. That's going to go in the fridge. So that's done. Now we're going to add more apple.
A little bit of meat to this. Drop the beat, yo. Drop the beat.
So on this one, I use everything. I use the entire everything. There's so much nutrition in the stem. So
here's a. I don't really like the taste of beets.
Stick the stem in first.
Stick the stem in first. I don't like beets very much. However, when Donna blends in beets to this nice juice concoction, she does a good job of, I wouldn't say masking it, but blending it to where
actually
it's not as a strong beet taste. You know what I mean?
Sweeter. Beet juice makes it sweeter. And remember, if you add green apple will cut the taste of things that you.
That's the magic of Granny Smith. It cuts the taste of every time. I do like the rich red color, though. That is like a glory color.
It makes it so much better, in my opinion. So this is going to be the one that I'm going to taste. So if you like apple, beet, carrot, celery, if you're not fond of carrot and celery, like I'm not, I would love to tell you I love celery. I don't want to drink it, but there's a lot of people who live solely by celery juice, and you can do that too. But I love beet added to it. So
chop that beet. Yo, chop
I will say every so often. Thanks for beatboxing. Every so often, making
with
sure
beet juice and not beatboxing.
Making sure that you check this out because you saw how slowly I went with the beets because they're so hard. And pressing it down, taking it out of here and pressing it down, or
all the vegetable mulch or pulp. It's pulp. Vegetable pulp.
Yeah. And you could repurpose that. Hey, like I highly recommend. Even there's people who put it right back through and extract it a second time. I've done it. I don't see a huge turnaround. However, there's people who also just eat that pure.
Or just compost it too.
We definitely compost it. We highly recommend composting. So now that I've pushed it down, I'm gonna add more beet.
Which I'm gonna get our minute.
I'm gonna add more beet and cucumber from our garden. The cucumber, the beet stem, all the way in there, and probably one more beet.
What are you doing, babe? Huh? She's dropping that. Dropping that beep 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 beep. Dropping that beep 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 beep.
He's not getting to do the pat that chicken dance.
So we got to start something new. A new revolution. Go stop that. Drop that. Beep, beep, beep.
Okay, make sure you share and subscribe to the channel so you can watch him.
You broke my elbow.
Drop the beat.
Dropping that. Apple in there. Roll back and tape and see where she put the apple.
Okay, so now we have more of my concoction, and
that's a dark brew, brother or sister.
It is a dark brew. So we're going to get to see.
I want to taste this little brew right here.
Where's your cup?
I don't know. I think I smashed it because it's so good. I want a good mixture. Woo! Let it flow. Look at that. What's it smell like? Well, let me tell you. Pull up a chair and I'll tell you. Smells delectable.
Yeah, I will say, remember, beet juice does not hardly come out of clothes. You have to throw it straight in the wash.
Yeah. So if you're spilling on your shirt, or you're making this juice for your kid, and it spills it on your shirt or her shirt or his shirt, it's got to go in the washing unit.
Now, look how beautiful this is.
It is a beautiful color.
That's only 2 beets. And that was a cucumber. That was a ton of green apple. That was actually probably 4 or 5 green apples, whole, four whole ones, and carrots. You guys saw about 4 carrots in there, and you saw that I put probably 6 to 8 celery.
Oh.
But do you see how much the beet really drops right here? Okay, so drink it.
Clink. Down the head. Wow. Dude, I hate beets. And this right here?
It's really good.
Wow.
What do you taste? Do you taste a ton of beet?
I don't taste a ton of beet. Because the beets, there's some vegetables. I remember specifically as a kid eating spinach out of a can, and it's like it hits that gag reflex just the right spot.
That's why. Who eats spinach out of a can?
But this right, and beets used to do that for me too. Like I can't put beets on my salad, none of that stuff. But when you mix it like that, honey, it's like honey sweet nectar right there.
Okay.
That's good right there.
Now we're going to, speaking of spinach, not in a can. Anything that's preservatives, tell them about cans.
Let me tell you about this before I talk about cans. If you find yourself a more frequent restroom user after juicing, that's a good thing because you're flushing your body out. So,
that's so true.
If you're going number 2 a lot more after juicing, it's a good thing. You're flushing your body out.
So that will go down. Okay, when you're juicing,
it'll go down the toilet.
When you're juicing, you're gonna see everything gets cleared out a lot better because you're not gonna want as many breads. We don't do breads anymore. We very rarely do. And there's just you want a lot healthier stuff when you're juicing. You can just sense it in you. It's like you start craving juicing if you stick with it and at least do it. Even if you're just brand new starting out, you at least 3 to 5 days at the start of the month. And then every month be consistent with it, or do it every other 3 or 4 days. People ask us, can they do it continually?
Yeah, why not?
It's just vegetables in its purest form. You can do this nonstop every day, and we
have a juice in the morning or in the afternoon or whatever.
Yep,
it's good. So I had 16 ounces of juice already, and I feel things moving.
Today I did shake.
Yeah, things are moving. So let me just tell you this. You're gonna do another batch, or you want one tied up here? Don's gonna do one other batch of fruits and juice. Are you gonna do the same concoction or something different? Okay, you're gonna do another concoction. So if you're taking notes, the first one was carrot, celery, and apple. Great mixture, great taste. The second mixture, she threw in some beets. Did you throw in spinach in that one?
No, I'm about to do the spinach.
She's gonna put a spinach chard and some other things in the next one. So, but honestly, here's the thing: you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong on this. Okay, you're gonna mix some things up. Experiment. This is a wide range of being able to explore your options of things that you want to try, and try things you've never tried before. I mean, did you know that there's a thing called star fruit? Did you know that? You probably didn't know that. It's a good fruit. And there's other things. What are those little orange berries?
I love cucumber juice. Love it. So good for you.
So anyway, so this is pretty much it. This is what we're going to be doing. But as Donna's saying, we mason jar these. Those are candies. Well, we mason jar these, put them in our fridge, and then day by day you drink some, pour some in a cup, whatever, have for our breakfast, for our snack, or whatever, and that'll be our breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Right. So this is spinach, chard, kale, celery.
Spinach, chard, kale.
I'm going to add other stuff, but I wanted you to be able to write that down. And it's just
spinach, chard, kale.
I just got one of these, and I put half of it for us.
You just dropped that cucumber in there. I think even just juicing is kind of satisfying.
You just spit it out.
And I'll just drop it.
Okay. Now, did you see the resistance there? You know why? Remember, you saw me open it up, unplug it first, safety feature. And then you saw me open up the lock feature and press everything down. Now I'm going to show you what we do when it is extremely full, because it's going to start back.
So if you have a juicer, obviously it comes with a pulper catcher. I mean, that's a new word. Pulper catcher on the back end. Looks like a little trash can. We always line it with a little bags you go shopping with and you get from Walmart or whatever.
Right.
That's what we use them for. But when you stick it in there, you layer them. You put one bag in, open it up, and put another bag in there, open it up. So that way, when you pull that bag out, it's already ready to go.
It's clean.
For the next one.
And then it's clean still. And then you put the whole thing. I recommend putting the whole juicer Once you rinse it off, clean it up again after you're done, put it all in a long, 9x11 baking tray and slide it under your counter. So it's just easy to pull back out with the baking tray.
Now this is going to go into our compost bucket, and it's going to go off to nice dirt that we can throw on our vegetable garden. That's all we're going to do.
That was good. You want to add this to that?
Yeah.
That would be good. I love that. Here we go. We're gonna start this baby back. Get it all in. And don't tell yourself you don't like something. We have them full of dirt at this point. Careful going on. So, okay. So I have added some beets to bring you up to speed while you were gone. I added some beets. And I still have 3 more, so I'm going to use this one.
Well, I'm going to cut this right here because this is pretty much what we're going to be doing the rest of the evening, just juicing this up. It gave you a little bit of a taste of what we're doing, so continue to tune in. I think we might be doing this again next week. We'll have some other things we're going to juice, so if you want to tune in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that way you get notified when we do go live next time we do this. And also, please share this video. You may have some friends and family who are like interested in wanting to do some juice, and they get to see it right here. Dawn is a master juicer, like I said. The juices are great. They taste amazing, and they give you some cool ideas of how to do it properly and do it safely when things don't go your way, as we had our carrots jammed up in that thing. So there you go. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Thank you, honey, so much for showing us how to do it right and juicing and getting that pre dropped in it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.